I'm a genius. And I would keep a knife under the
There's
pillow.
like people parking, like right there.
I'm really surprised.
What are you doing? What are you
I
doing?
jump out of the bed in
I
two
didn't know
full
where I
leaps.
was or what had happened.
Like, I gotta get inside. It's scary out here. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. When I was little, I used to get like so scared when my parents would go out of town. My parents would go out of town a lot. I think they were out of town for like a week. This was pretty long. Again, I was probably in grade 7 or grade 8. Too old to be so afraid, but old enough.
You were alone?
If my sister wasn't there, which is true, that means that I was actually in grade 11 or grade 12. So what ended up happening was I would get pretty scared at night, and I wouldn't sleep in my bed.
In grade 11.
Yeah, I wouldn't sleep in my bed. When my parents went out of town, I would sleep in the living room because, I don't know, I was just like too freaked out.
I'm still very scared.
Yeah.
Couldn't sleep in a room where there was blinds, even if there's cracked. I still can't to this day. Also, I did have a person peek in once with the blinds.
Oh, no.
I just like to imagine
I was like,
the thief or the robber is like, where's a little slit I can peek my eye through.
What's scary about it is the blackness. I would stay in the living room instead of my bedroom, and I would keep a knife under the pillow.
See, that is
That's so
what I would do.
dangerous.
I know. That's just what I did. This particular night, I was at a concert. I was at a No Use for a Name concert.
Yeah.
And I came home, and it was pretty late. I got dropped off by some friends, like in front of my house. I had a pretty long driveway. So I walked down the driveway, and idiot, I forgot to leave the outside lights on that night. So it was pitch black, and I was like, oh, man.
You weren't just scared of sleeping, you were like scared of everything. Every aspect of darkness.
If you're listening to the story,
terrifying.
I was afraid of the
Like
darkness.
everything.
I was afraid of the dark.
Yeah, afraid of the dark.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
So,
I'm totally afraid
so
of
I
that.
walk
It's okay.
up the driveway, and I'm coming up, and I'm like, oh boy, like already a little bit stressed out. And at Christmas time every year, we would put out Christmas lights. No, sorry. At Christmas time every year, we wouldn't put out Christmas lights because we leave them out all year round. So one year, when we first moved in, we put up Christmas lights, and then they were up all year round, and they just weren't turned on when it wasn't Christmas. So I go to jump up on the planter, which has Christmas lights like placed on it. And as I jump up on the planter, like kind of unsteady, I slip and I fall on my hip. And I smash down on top of like some lights and like I break them and there's glass and I'm like, and I'm like, I gotta get inside, it's scary out here. So I go to the front door and I reach into my pocket and I'm like, I don't have my keys. I left my keys in the house.
Oh no.
But you can get into my house by opening the bathroom window around back and climbing through. Well, the lights in the back are they're like sensor lights.
Yeah.
Usually. So I walk around back, and the front of my house is pretty scary. It's a long driveway, but the back of my house is like an orchard with a barn.
Oh, that's
and it is
about as scary as
terrifying. So I go around the back of the house, and I kind of get into the range where the sensor light should pick up, and it's not turning on, and I'm like... and nothing is happening. So I'm like, oh, I'm a genius. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Christmas lights and I'm gonna wrap them around the house and I'm gonna plug them in and they're gonna light my way to the bathroom window and I'm gonna climb in through the bathroom window.
That takes so much effort.
So much longer than
Pretty
I
afraid, pretty afraid of the dark. So I go to the front and I start to gather up the lights, like coiled, kind of like you're holding a rope. I got it all coiled in my hand. And I walk over to the plug, and I'm holding it in my hand like this, and I plug it in, and the bulb that I fell on was now bare, and it was against my side.
Oh my god.
So as soon as I plug it in, it goes...
Oh my god.
I throw it onto the ground, and all of the lights go... tick, 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 tick. As I go... popping. Now I'm crying. And I look down at my side, and my white t-shirt has a hole burnt in it, and I'm bleeding from the bare thing. My grandma lived like 4 or 5 blocks away, but keep in mind it's like...
It's dark.
It's dark, it's like late, it's like midnight.
So wait, you didn't even tempt the window.
No, I never got to the window. I went to my grandma's house, knocked on the door, and was like, Grandma, I got electrocuted. And then I slept at my grandma's house that night.
My favorite part about this, she's probably grade 11 or 12.
I have like a little beard.
Grade 8 in my butt.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of My True Story. That was Matt Gordon. You can follow him on Twitter at Matt Gordon. We've got a link in the description below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Turn on that notification bell because on Monday, we're dropping a trailer and you want to know whose episode it's going to be. Also, don't forget to like and share this episode and previous episodes if you are a fan. We will see you next week. Boom!
And I haven't told this story in probably years. And when I used to tell this story years ago, I still had a scar